Is your cat okay?
Yeah, he's just obsessed with me, man. He needs to be in between me, my arms. He needs to be scratched, and if I let him go, he'll come right back. So he's about to get kicked out of the room. Let's just say that.
Or he's about to join this podcast.
Well, today is, I learned, this is going to date us. Like, someone's going to look and be like, well, it was that date that they recorded it. But bring your kids to work today. So this is my kid. I brought my kid to work.
Mm-hmm.
I know, he's a pain in my ass. He's a pain in your ass. But you're going to have to deal with him, right? You got to just, don't let him distract you, okay?
I hardly pay attention to anything you say, so it's fine.
YUNKJunk!
What?
Is...
Hey!
What'd you say?
Hey!
Well, couldn't we do what is this podcast? Like, everybody get a word? Ready?
No, that doesn't add up.
3, 2, 1. What?
What is this podcast?
This!
Yes.
All right,
This.
that didn't work at all. We tried. We tried so hard.
What is this?
What is this podcast? I don't even know. So this
Does
pod.
everybody have like a generic black mesh hat that they could throw on?
Look, all I know is that it's week 3 of pitching Tracy Morgan inspired alcohol beverages or products. So the question is, why hasn't Tracy Morgan done a Trojan ad?
Terry, you're gonna love this. I've been driving a lot recently. And
Uber?
So therefore, what?
You an Uber driver?
No.
You're an Uber driver now?
No, I just don't ever drive, and I've had to drive recently. So I've been listening to radio ads, and there is, and I don't know if it's national or it's just a Los Angeles thing, but there is an advertisement for what I can't even fucking remember, but they hired a man who's just doing a Tracy Morgan impression. I swear to God.
Is it me?
It's in the tone and style. He's doing Tracy Morgan.
Okay.
But clearly Tracy Morgan.
We'll take.
And I wish I could remember what it was for. And then I'm like, oh, I wonder if they heard our podcast and they're just making AI commercials with Tracy Morgan now because he's got that incredible, unique voice.
Yeah. Just selling product.
Brian Fellows. Maybe it's just Brian Fellows. And Tracy Morgan was doing an impression of Brian Fellows all those years.
No, it was a knockoff Tracy Morgan for sure.
Is your cat okay?
Yeah, he's just obsessed with me, man. He needs to be in between me, my arms. He needs to be scratched, and if I let him go, he'll come right back. So he's about to get kicked out of the room. Let's just say that.
Or he's about to join this podcast.
Well, today is, I learned, this is going to date us. Like, someone's going to look and be like, well, it was that date that they recorded it. But bring your kids to work today. So this is my kid. I brought my kid to work.
Mm-hmm.
I know, he's a pain in my ass. He's a pain in your ass. But you're going to have to deal with him, right? You got to just, don't let him distract you, okay?
I hardly pay attention to anything you say, so it's fine.
I'm so fucking distracted.
Look at him.
No, don't. I
Um,
just love this. I love this little guy.
What are those wires doing in your TV? Where do they go? There's like 2 random wires, but what are they for?
they're always there. They've been there every fucking week.
No, the wires?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them's for the PS5. The other one, I got a PS5. The other one's for the Fire Stick, which is old as shit. It's so old. Actually, that TV is old.
Is that your
You guys-
wedding picture?
Yeah. My sisters painted that.
Oh, it is. I was going to say, did you have a Renaissance themed wedding?
We had a wedding theme wedding.
Is that an
But,
at Charbonneau
it's
Twins
hideous,
joint?
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
That's an at Charbonneau Twins joint.
Yeah. Shout them
Seriously,
out.
they're awesome. They are amazing, and they did that, and I'm so proud of that thing. Actually, like most of the artwork in my house is made by them. If you need something done, ask them.
I do.
Pay them.
I mean, honestly, I would
Yeah.
take a What Is This Podcast like portrait and I'll put it here in the studio.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be fucking sweet.
Yeah,
don't
it
you
could be our
put them-
intro. Honestly,
make
we
it-
could also have them do the little design like around where I put all of our little faces.
Yeah, or just have them create a logo.
Yeah.
See what they come up
That's
with.
funny.
I'd
That was gonna
actually
be
like
one
to
of my
see us all as
pitches.
portraits, though. That would be fun.
Yeah, but in any style.
Nope.
Yeah,
Gotta
yeah,
be
yeah.
Baroque.
Oh.
Gotta be the Baroque period.
What's enlightened?
If it ain't Baroque, you're going broke. That's what they used to
I'm
say
more
back
of a
then.
Renaissance guy.
Renaissance is a great era. You guys ever jerk off right before getting on here?
No.
Not ever. I mean, I'm at work and then I come to this studio. Like,
You ever
Nope.
jerk off at work?
Oh,
Is
come
that
on.
your pitch?
Terry, you're just telling me you've never jerked off in your own office building?
no, that's
Oh,
disgusting.
come on.
Are you only
Come
saying that
on.
because your employees edit this here?
No, I can honestly say that's never been an intention of mine.
Well,
I have a
All
lot
right,
going on.
intentionally masturbates,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, what if you did it accidentally?
I haven't either. I was just asking. It
Accidentally.
was like a prompt question. I didn't. I totally didn't.
But we can cut now. Well, let's cut. But Terry, okay, now tell the truth.
No, I never have. I am
Okay.
curious.
All
How
right,
come,
Terry.
when are you guys gonna paint? Did you notice all three of you have unpainted walls? What's going on?
I intend to. I'm gonna get there.
I mean, that's probably the cheapest way to dress up this podcast a little bit. Or we put some Charbonneau Twins artwork back there.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
Yeah.
tried that.
Actually, I
really-
like Cole's idea of like the logo, but I wish like that he painted the rest of that room black.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Cool.
I don't think I can paint my apartment.
Why?
I don't know if my landlords will let me do. I mean, I might be able to. I gotta.
Just gotta
You
paint
can
it back.
always do it. You can always do a light color.
I just talked to my new property manager today. They sold the building to a new company, so I don't know. Maybe I'll talk to him next week.
Yeah, get
Figure it
you
out.
know, little light paint goes a long way. You know.
Yep.
What color are your walls, Terry?
It depends.
Pink.
Burgundy.
In your home?
They're like orange.
You got orange all over, or just the bedroom?
It's not like Nickelodeon orange, but it's like, you know, kind of like
Yeah,
a
but-
burnt orange.
Sure.
Isn't that weird
Feeling-
that everything we watched growing up, there was like an evil person behind the scenes engaging in like crazy foot fetish stuff?
Pretty
talking
much
about-
all the entertainment that we consumed.
All
There
of
was-
it.
The
All of
Nickelodeon
it.
documentary?
Yeah.
Are you talking about the Nickelodeon documentary?
Yeah.
Are,
Are
we
we
gonna like make a documentary later on about like the weird shit that somebody in our group did, like someone masturbating in their studio
In their
or
office?
something like that.
Right in their office where they work. Here's the thing about
Is
my
that how you so jacked?
yeah.
You use both arms?
I actually haven't gotten a chance to work out in like a week. It's very sad. Saturday was the last one.
I've had the angriest week I've had. In a
Well,
long-
it doesn't look like you look great.
Thanks, man. I had a really tough couple of days. But that's not what this podcast is about.
What is it about? Because I forgot.
We're all pitching documentaries.
Documentaries?
We're all pitching a documentary.
Cool. I like that. I want to make a documentary just about me
Uh-huh.
and just how
Oh,
like
okay.
just like my life. you
Isn't
know?
that what this is?
Well,
Wait. What if okay. It could be in line with the show. What is this podcast what if it was Who Is This Podcast?
Who
And
Are
it
We
features a
Podcast?
different one of us as a documentary.
And what, we just interview? We set up like that
I
classic.
could do this. We could do this. Like I could remote interview everybody. You'd be on your own to get your own B-roll. So get your own B-roll with like your phone and stuff. And we could cut it together. And it could be like your day.
And then
what are the
interview one of the cast members.
what are the
Dude,
odds?
and then I'll do a behind the scenes documentary here and we'll call it How Is This Podcast?
We're getting real meta.
Okay.
But
Well,
ultimately, guys,
Luke,
why is this podcast? Why?
Yeah, I'll do you one better. Why is this podcast? Luke, well, we could get some B-roll Saturday. We're going to be together in Brooklyn Saturday night. We're going to be on the train, on the Amtrak going down together. We could get some random little B-roll. If we want to be on the clock, unless we're going to be drinking and stuff.
Yeah, you guys should do like a Daily Show like side bit and film it.
You guys want to do a
Little
remote?
remote.
Interview people on the street about this podcast?
We'll see how we're
What's
feeling.
your
I
favorite
like
part
that a
of
lot.
what is
I
this
would
podcast?
Definitely do it. Yeah.
I would love that if you
definitely
guys
do
did a
something like
remote.
that.
You should do it.
Yeah.
I always think
I'll-
about doing things and then I don't do them, and I'm
Yeah.
like, man, I should have done them. You know?
Yeah, it's all about time, man. There's only so much time. All right, my documentary pitch is I want to know.
I want to know what love is.
Yeah. No, I'm honestly curious.
Want you to show me.
I mean, really, the most important. Oh, you played me.
I want to.
I just want to do a documentary that's kind of like, what is, I want to know what love is. So, like, what is it? You know?
Do you not feel like you're in love?
That's an
it's-
aggressive question.
It's
Well,
kind of
if
like,
you're searching for the answers. If my answers scare you, then cease asking scary questions.
it's Terry, it's a little like, how do I put this into words? Gonna find my baby, gonna hold her tight, gonna
Grab some afternoon delight.
delight.
Well, my motto's always been when it's right,
It's right, it's right.
And the thought of sun.
Sky rockets in sight. Afternoon delight. Afternoon delight.
So actually,
Yeah, that's
legitimately, I would want to pitch a documentary about. There's a certain generation, and it started with that movie, so that's pretty funny. Where suddenly,
What movie?
quoting Anchorman. It started there, and I think that was just a new form of like the way we talk to each other and communication. Everyone just started talking in movie references right around that time. You can make an argument for Caddyshack, but I really think it really changed when Old School
Adam
and
Sandler
Anchorman
movies.
came out.
I think that was just timing of us. Like, that's the most significant one. I mean, like, arguably one of the most quotable films ever. But, like, my dad did Caddyshack and fucking, Godfather and Woody Allen. My dad would do Woody Allen all day long. Steve Martin. I don't think
My dad's only quotable movie was Pee Wee Herman's Great Adventure.
Well, that's because your dad's a pedophile.
Pee Wee Herman was not a pedophile.
Pedophile.
Okay.
He was
Yeah, all right.
Paul Rubens. He
He wasn't.
was gay.
Why
He
are
was
we
gay, and he got
always?
fucking
How do we
vilified after
always get here? How do we
Yeah, I know.
always get to the thing that
that's what
cancels
this-
you on
there's
fucking
Because
YouTube?
there's so many of
It's
them in the
every
entertainment
time.
industry.
It's
It's
like,
every time.
remember that computer game Landmines?
No, I remember Minesweeper.
Exactly.
Don't come at me with your.
Did somebody say pedophile?
There he is.
That's actually a thing that I like to do. I like to come up with
Wait,
like,
what?
phrases are used
Rewind that.
Can you hear? Can you hear me?
You said pedophile,
Yeah. Right.
That's something I really like to do.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, no, we'll push through that one. No, like the phrases that they say in movies where like someone goes, "Did somebody say blah blah blah?" and they're like, "Hey, he's here."
Yeah.
Or like,
Classic.
What if?
Classic.
What if?
Are
phrases-
we having fun yet?
Yeah, something. One phrase that they'll always just like they just reoccurring and like we accept it. Like one of them is check please. Like when like a date is going wrong and the guy looks at the waiter and goes check please.
And then there's a laugh track.
Yeah. Classic.
There's
comment.
one where someone pulls up and they go, "Anyone need a ride?"
Is it hot in here?
That's a
Classic.
yeah. Or it's quiet. Too
A
quiet.
little too quiet.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
So anyway, that was the
There's
first time I got HPV. Hello?
Yeah, I just think that movie's the most quotable. I don't think our generation is the first to do it.
I think it got weird. I think it was something about. I don't know. I think it was something about the like the you could watch it quicker. Like DVD was a big deal,
For sure.
you know, and it made it so we were just watching the same thing. Do you guys remember every party you went to back in high school? Super Troopers was just on. It was just on. For 4 years, it was just on in a room.
Just
It was
send
probably everyone asked for that DVD for Christmas.
Yeah.
Everyone got it.
Heck yeah.
And
And
like
then it was
Napoleon Dynamite.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, DVDs were sweet.
Wedding Crashers. That was a big one.
Heck yeah.
Okay, so maybe we solved it. Maybe it was the advent of DVDs plus
Certainly. Pop culture.
limited social media and stuff. But no, it was like a personality, man. It was like everyone got autism suddenly.
Yeah, and then multiplied by 100 as soon as the social media generation developed. Then
But it also didn't go
you can watch
away.
the clips at every turn now. You turn on your phone and you can see all your favorite highlights.
Yeah, but think about it. It's still literally
that
Anchorman
really
and
is
Tropic
something-
Thunder. It's
That
literally
really is something very interesting to think about because now I don't think the generations now, so what are we talking about? So they're Gen Xers, we're millennials, we're talking about when we were in college and high school, we had DVDs was huge. We're huge. So we were all quoting essentially the same stuff. There was limited, that was our media. So now there's just, you're bombarded with just nonstop media. You can't go to a bar, in say, fucking Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, somewhere in Pennsylvania, if we're from up here, and just randomly meet someone their age, if they're all in Gen X, and just randomly say a quote from a movie like we do that we all knew. Like we started the podcast with a Waterboy, Joe Montana. Like you can, anyone our age that's a guy, you could say, "I said Joe Montana," and someone will turn and be like, "Huh, Joe
But you don't
Montana
have
was a
that for other.
quarterback, you crazy asshole."
But that's what I'm talking about. We're still doing 95 to like 2009, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you
So
threw up those quotes every time. You said it was going to be a touchdown pass, you crazy idiot.
Yeah, so like that's really interesting to think about because you can, like I said, you can just drop one of those quotes or movie lines, and someone that you don't know will be like, "Ha, yeah, I like that guy. I like that guy."
I'll tell you the best example of that, and then I got to run. But keep having the podcast. It's fine. I remember I was with Nick. I was with Fenton in Boston, and we were it was like a day drinking event. It was super fun. And we're just kind of waiting around. There's another group, and I just start going, ha! And a couple of bros on the corners of the room, just like, start looking over and start walking towards me like a zombie. And Nick and I are looking around. There's like 6 bros that showed up out of nowhere. And they're all just like, yeah, we love Wolf of Wall Street too, man. We love it too. And it's Boston too. So like, Wall Street's fucking awesome. It's fucking awesome. It was, I've never felt like more of a leader.
That's cool, man.
A cult leader. Never more than a cult leader. But that's the best example.
Yeah.
Nice.
Usually you're
Wish I was there.
like you're abandoning us.
I love bros. Bros are the coolest. They're always fun.
Okay.
They're always fun. Always
Yeah,
down to have like a couple of Bud Lights and talk about bullshit.
You know what
How
I
many
respect?
times-
You know what type of bro I respect? I respect a dude that when you're pissing at the urinal, just rips a fart, like, and just like doesn't acknowledge it. You know, like doesn't make a fucking big deal out of it, but he's sitting there like, while he just lets it go. And you're like,
You just laugh.
right next to him, like, oh, okay.
That was great.
Men of a certain age will
respect
like
that.
go. Men of a certain age might go like, "Woo!"
Yeah. Hey,
Like, oh,
hey.
Sorry.
I just look at their dick and I go, wow. Like, do you guys do that? We like to look at each other, just like
Look at each other.
look up and down.
Yeah,
You don't
I
even say
size up
anything?
everything.
Wow.
Possible. I gotta know where I stand on the totem pole.
just like Owen Wilson stands next to you at the urinal. Wow,
Wow,
Yeah.
nice dick.
wow.
If Owen Wilson said that to me, that would be the highlight of my life.
Tremendous mouth
Wow.
fart, by the way. Cole.
Nice
That was
dick.
one of the best mouth farts I've heard. In a
Wow.
while.
Was that a good one?
It was an incredible one. That was such a good mouth fart.
Like a little soundbite.
I remember standing next to Catone at the urinal at Gaffney's, and he was, oh, no. I was standing next to another guy, and Zach's behind me, like, waiting to go. And he goes, come on, man, do work. And I just see the guy just go like, do work? What? And Zach's just like, yeah, come on, I got to pee. He's just like, do work. And he just leaves. It was one of the weirdest things. I think he wanted to throw down or something, but the response, Zach's response was just like,
Do work.
yeah, I got to pee. But it's just like, do work. What? And Zach's just like,
is
come on,
great.
man, do work.
Saratoga, I would often just drop the full pants to the ankles at the urinal, which is always funny to me.
All right. Talk amongst yourselves.
always
I'll be
fun.
back to shut the show down. Love you. Have fun.
All right, later. Love you.
Go eat some protein. One of my favorite bathroom memories, and this has stuck with me for the last 8 years since it happened. It was at like a sports bar. Long line into the toilet, and this guy did work. He was in and out. He was trying to just
Did
make
work.
life easier for everyone else. And he fucking pissed, turned around, skipped the sink, looks me dead in the eyes, go, "You gotta wash your hands if your dick clean," and kept walking past me. And I was like,
Oh,
that makes such a great point. But it was so funny. He felt like my slight, like, not gonna wash your hands. He's like, without saying a word, ain't gotta wash your hands, your dick clean.
Where was that?
In a sports bar in LA during the NBA playoffs. So now that that honky's gone, there's really only 2 things I want to talk about:
white boy.
playoff basketball and rapper beefs. That's all that
Whoa.
is on my mind.
It's gonna be a great summer. It's gonna be a great fucking summer, dude. This is the type of shit. This is what I love.
I know May's
You know
my
what I mean?
favorite month. 3 basketball games every night.
We got rappers beefing with each other by name, saying
Lakers
directly
gonna
they're.
fucking get swept. These pussies.
Yeah, that last game was pretty brutal.
Brutal, dude. 20
Knicks
points.
tonight though. Fucking psyched,
Yeah, the Knicks.
dude. That fucking
having some
game
miracle-
two. That was the best thing that I've ever witnessed in all of my years of watching sports. Like that that moment right there, I was done. I was like lying on my couch, like it was already past my bedtime. I had to get up at 6 a.m. the next day. I was like, fuck, dude. I was really worried about this team because the series started to feel so much like that Atlanta series
last year.
3 years ago. Right when we came back from COVID, when like, you could only put what 20%, 30% of the fans in the stands.
Yeah.
And we won one game. We lost 4-1, right? That series, it just felt like from the tip off, like, wow, these guys just don't have it. They're forcing everything. They can't fucking make a shot that they made all season. This is kind of felt like that.
Randall wasn't coming through.
Yeah, but Brunson, like these two first games, like he's not his self. He's shooting like 20%. He's not making shots that he normally makes. I'm kind of worried that he might be injured. Yeah, but we're winning, So if we didn't win that second game in miraculous fashion, I'd be really worried. But if we win tonight, I'm feeling pretty fucking confident.
Yeah, if you win.
But that was the best thing.
If you guys go back and watch this, my reaction to what you guys are saying, all I'm seeing is like you pause. Or my internet is so bad, you pause, and then you're like, and then you talk at like 3 times the speed, like, and I'm like, if you just watch me, I'm like,
why? Wait,
like
listening to you sounds perfectly fine though.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just whatever.
Josh Hart's
I gotta change it up.
Do you think if Julius Randle is in the lineup, you're having that much chemistry and energy from these other players stepping up?
I don't think so.
I don't either.
I think we got it's like a good, they come together. It's a good fit for everyone. We don't need anything else.
The strength of the group is greater than the individual.
I mean, he would help.
Of course
he would help. Of course.
Yeah, I mean, the team was great with him. The team was great with him. I think it would be great. I wish he was here. It would definitely make Jalen Brunson's job a lot easier. He wouldn't have to force shots. He would have open shots.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. Like, Terry's not here. And we're fine without him. Like, we don't need him.
We don't need him at all. Except
it'd be nice
to build it and do everything.
It's because you got LeBron.
Right. Who's LeBron?
Yeah, I mean... yeah.
No, I wish we had LeBron on our podcast.
Yeah, that'd be cool. You're more of like...
we should do that.
You're like...
yeah, maybe we'll get some hits.
You're like you're a power forward, obviously. You're a 4. You're a tall, white, lengthy, classic sort of...
So I'm Jokic. I'm like the MVP.
But you're American and not that big. A little skinnier, American.
Yeah.
Farm boy kind of. A
little bit more of a bitch.
I can't think of anything. Chandler Parsons.
Yeah.
Chandler Parsons.
He was a little hood. You know what I mean?
Fuck that guy.
He was a little hood.
He's a prick.
You're like Sean Bradley, but like 6'2".
Yeah.
How about David Lee?
No, you got a little more swag. David Lee was a ginger, I think. So, no.
Was he a ginger?
Might as well have been.
Spiritually, he was a ginger.
Spiritually?
Yeah.
He won a championship, right? He got one with Golden State. Long time Nick.
I loved him. He was a great player. He put up numbers.
I liked him. He was an all-star one year for us. Random. Very random.
I'm trying to... You guys... This is bad. But you talked about the beef.
Rap beef, baby. Let's go.
Where you guys at with that? Where are your heads at?
I need Kendrick. What's he fucking doing, man? He threw the first punch.
Well, they say he's got an album coming, right? This is all just to sell the album.
Who knows? I don't know if he's got an album.
Kendrick's dropping an album soon.
Apparently, he's like doing a movie with the South Park guys.
Yeah, that's wild too.
What?
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar is making a movie with the South Park guys.
What?
Fucking Google it. Google your face off, man.
No way.
Yeah. So like, as
About
soon
what?
as
I don't know.
I read a little bit about it. You should just threaten our like fucking.
What if I, you know,
Kendrick Lamar, South Park creators comedy
I'll get us
sets.
some fucking views. I'm afraid.
I was thinking about that. Like, what if, you know how I can't take anything serious? Like, what if like I hit
July
rock bottom and like I
2025.
actually just like kill my,
Exit.
like kill
Terry comes
myself,
back and one of us is dead.
and we don't know if like someone's joking or not, and we're like, hold up, like should we stop? Or
Terry blames himself for the rest of his life.
yeah, Terry comes
Dude,
back.
how
like,
did I
"What the
not
fuck,
see this
Terry?"
story? This was announced 2 weeks ago. Kendrick and
Yeah,
Trey Parker and
that's,
Matt Stone.
Your algorithm is sleeping because that's right up your algorithm.
Yeah, what the
I saw
fuck?
that.
That's
He did
prime algorithm.
It's
did the
coming
diss
out.
and-
It's coming out the same week that Jurassic World 4 and the new Superman is coming
I
out.
think he fucked up because
Yeah,
he didn't
terrible
really
weekend.
say that. He didn't like go straight at them and say names. He said like, "Fucking big three is big me." Okay,
Yeah.
he did that with Control, but like,
No, but Luke, he also
was
said he said for all your dogs get buried. Drake has the album For All the Dogs. He said first person shooter. Drake and J. Cole have a song called First Person Shooter.
I know.
yeah,
He said
we know who he's talking about.
He didn't say anything like mean.
But
You know?
he got everyone like, whoa.
He's kind of talking
which is
about
what
killing
he meant.
people.
There was nothing
He's
like
talking about
nobody's,
burying people.
all the old rap, old heads are like, this is soft beef, man. It's real soft beef. This is not what rap beef should be like. You need to come for the neck.
What the fuck do they expect?
You gotta come for the neck.
It's nowadays it's Twitter beef. It's just like getting people on Twitter on your side, and you just you build sides that way, and it's that's what it is these days. It's
Fake
but also like
manufactured.
I guess, but now
Vegetarian.
Drake's taking it to a whole other level, and he's
50. Drop and give me 50. You got everybody.
Yep, that was great. I love it.
I loved it.
And I'm entertained by the Tupac Snoop Dogg one. I'm entertained by it, but I definitely it's
The
touchy.
Tupac state is suing him.
Yeah, which I get. And Drake's camp was they that they knew that was coming.
Yeah.
They're just gonna fuck.
There's probably a way like you could like. Did he actually say that he was Tupac? Like that's. So, like, there's probably a way to be like, you can't prove that I was being Tupac. I was just doing a voice.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or you can be like, it's fair play when it's AI. Like, there's probably new rules. There's probably new laws.
And he didn't actually release it. He didn't even actually release it. It just popped up on the internet. It was just like a leak.
It's funny
so
because
that's
the day it happened, I talked my wife's ear off, and she's like, I don't care. I don't care.
Dude,
I don't want to.
I did the same thing.
Somebody.
I did the same thing, but my girlfriend, she was like actually very entertained because I went through everything. I went through like all the songs, broke down the lines. I'm like, this is what I fucking love. This is so entertaining. Like, we went for a car ride, drove around for like a half hour, just fucking listening to everything, breaking it down. I was in my element.
It's what's going on right now. You got to be up to it. You got to. And she was like interested, but then finally she's like, "You're just talking at me." And then finally, I saw her brother Bucky, and he's like, "What do you think of the beef?" And I was like, "Yes!" And that was the same day. Like we just
hip hop
talked.
I'm excited to see what comes.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm always on Drake's side.
I'm on. I mean, I don't care. I'm on. I texted Cole and our group. And I was like we have a little group chat with our childhood friends, and I was like, joke's on them. We're getting new music. I don't care who. But at the same time, I am such a Kendrick fan where I was like, I'm like, leave him alone. Like, back off. Okay, back off a little bit.
He started
That's my guy.
He started
Yeah,
it.
Yeah,
did.
he did start it. So
Had it coming. He's probably gonna get the worst of it.
yeah. Well, Drake's
gotta-
kind of getting the worst of it. Everyone's coming at him. All of a sudden, the floodgates have opened.
I thought
But
him
he's
and Rick
handling
Ross
it so
were boys.
well.
He and who?
What?
I thought him and Rick Ross were boys. They're not boys.
So did I. I didn't know that there was stuff brewing. You know, like
He's calling
apparently.
him white boy.
I know.
I love that. White boy.
Rick Ross is being entertaining too. He's being funny. You know, like
And now fucking Yeezus has entered the chat.
Kanye.
Yes.
Yeah, he's getting involved. He just,
you
he couldn't sit by. He's the fucking meme that he dropped of J. Cole. Like, did you see that?
No.
It was like a shitty cartoon drawing of a girl. Neither of you saw this. It's fucking hilarious. It made me crack up right when he posted it. It's a girl talking to a guy with a Yankee hat. It's a terrible drawing, and the girl is asking, "Hey, you listen to J. Cole?" And he says, "No," and then she starts sucking his dick, and the guy's like smiling, tilting his head back.
That's hilarious.
It's hilarious.
I mean, I liked his remix of Like That.
Yeah, it sounds like the Vulture's production style that
Yeah, the beat.
he's messing around with right now. You know, he's got like the soccer crowd chant. You know, it's a pretty cool idea that he's doing with all these songs.
Yeah, the beat's incredible. But he's just a nonsense person. When I listen to him talk, I'm like, you don't make any sense, and nobody around him is ever like, what does that mean?
He's
Like,
too far gone.
Interview or whatever that podcast he was on, and that guy.
Yeah, I didn't even fucking watch it.
Stay in the building. And
I didn't even watch it. I
Like, what do you even talk about? What does that fucking mean, dude? You're not talking anything that makes any
He's
sort
just. He's high off the attention and like he's too rich now for anyone. Even if there is someone that's like, dude, like, what are you talking about? He'll just be like, all right, I want nothing to do with you anymore. I'm not going to be involved with you anymore. Like, and then he just moves on. He always wants yes men to be around him. And that sucks. The guy is too far gone.
And he was talking about how that's Drake's stepfather or whoever is like the head of Capitol Records and Lucian guy.
No,
I think he's just calling him daddy.
He's just saying like because Drake signed a like lifetime deal or something like that, so he's kind of like a slave to
Universal.
UNG now. Yeah, so Kanye was just saying like, "Oh, that's your daddy."
It's his daddy.
Not his real father.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense. It's still like it's just like what I like to ask is where are we going to be 5 years from now? Like this means nothing unless it keeps going, and it's
I don't
not.
know, man. I think this is going to be a memorable one. This summer is going to be memorable.
Somebody's got to die, or rap beef isn't memorable.
No.
Well, I don't want that.
I don't want that at all.
But Kendrick is his competitiveness, his competitive spirit, like he like really from where he comes from Compton, and he still claims he like the way that he portrays himself, he like is still in that life sort of. It seems like he still wants to be like not so he's not like this celebrity, but he's got all this respect. So like he can't in his spirit, in the way that he portrays himself, his character or whatever, he can't just let it go. He can't do nothing. So he's gonna do something. And it's probably he has to do, if you really want to come back with something big, he's got to do a bunch of research, and he's gonna have some dirt on Kendrick, and I'm sure he's gonna or on Drake. He's gonna find it, and it's gonna be a big. And then Drake's gonna do his thing, and then Kendrick's got to do it again, unless they stop. Or I thought
need
of
it.
an idea. Yeah, or
need it.
Kendrick's probably gonna. He could also just be like, "You did a good job." Like I also don't give a shit. Like he could
Yeah, but
be like
he
that.
he went at him first.
I know.
You know,
He-
like you
I
got.
feel like he didn't know what he got himself into.
That's but that wouldn't make him look good at all. Like he would definitely lose a lot of respect. And like just even to your point
Yeah.
where you're talking about where he's saying I can't take this, like I got to do something about this. That means a lot to him. So I'm kind of thinking right now he doesn't look good. He's taking so long. I wonder if he's made like he's tried like 3 songs and he's like, oh, fuck, like these aren't good. Like these aren't as good as Drake's. Drake did 2, in a week.
Yeah, I bet.
Fuck,
And he
man,
can do
like,
another if he wants.
He's in trouble.
I bet he's sitting on 10.
Yeah, because that's the thing. He didn't realize who he was getting involved with because Drake is active. Like Drake is always doing this shit, and he's always gonna make good songs and good verses. Kendrick, the thing is, he's like once in a while he pops up. So it's like, it's tricky this day and age. Getting into a beef with someone when they can make a song and drop it within half a day. You know what I mean? Like it's very dangerous to get involved this day and age. And that's where I kind of feel like he fucked up. We'll see.
Yeah,
He's got to drop something really amazing. Or else, he's going to lose a lot of credibility.
He's got to do a lot of damage. He's got to drop a real strong bomb. If it's a war. Go ahead. Zach, you're up. Sorry, you were saying something. See, I'm like, is my Wi-Fi bad? I'm like,
no, it's bad.
I'm like watching like shit. I'm screwed.
No, I was gonna say there's a bunch of funny sketches or funny clips on Instagram shit that people made. Is just always like Kendrick at a typewriter or a computer, and he's just like overthinking the shit out of it. And one guy's just like, call him a pedophile. He's a pedophile. Call him a pedophile. He's like, no, I can be more creative.
Yeah. He should.
It's low hanging.
You gotta. Sometimes in rap beef, that's what you gotta do. Yeah.
He will.
I gotta hear it, man. He's gotta fucking drop something, dude. Hopefully it happens this Saturday when we're hanging out in Brooklyn, having fun with the boys. Like, yo, Kendrick just dropped. we need to listen.
It's kind of like what I was saying before. Like, jokes on everyone, all those rappers. Like, Kendrick is forced to make a song and release a song. Like you said, Cole, he never does. And we are just constantly just waiting for him to make music. And so we're just...
It's like, thanks, Drake.
We know we're going to get something from Kendrick. And it's probably going to be good. It's going to be well produced. And it's going to be, special. And then, hopefully he drops some bombs. But...
Just a doctor.
I don't know. I can't imagine he's going to keep going. He's not, right? He can't keep going. Like, it's just not in him. It doesn't seem like it. The way, at this rate...
They've been dissing each other for like 10 years.
Someone has to die.
I don't think it's going to stop. I think they're going to keep going. I think Kendrick, he's going to drop like a crazy, like 6-minute diss song. You know what I mean? And there's going to be like 2 beat changes.
Yeah.
And then he's going to drop a single, like he'll let that go for like 5 days to a week. And, and then he'll drop a single or something like that, or a new music video. That seems like, it's like, oh, is this a Drake diss? But it's not really, it's just an actual song. And then he's going to announce, okay, I got an album coming this summer. And then there will be maybe one more diss song on the album. You know what I mean?
Like the album, yeah.
Yeah.
I would always Drake would like casually hint at like fucking Kim Kardashian, but I guess that's not really a dig anymore because everybody's fucked her and they're no longer married.
Yeah, that's
but
that would still get Kanye mad. That would still piss him off.
Every human except for the 3 of us have fucked Kim Kardashian.
Speak for yourself. No, he's
What's
gonna
up
do
with
an
the
AI
knife and the
first.
bat?
Oh, this would just be this rapper beef if like I had to put out an album cover.
This is like
Come at me, you know what I mean? Come get this beef.
You know what I mean?
I'm salted.
No, I don't know. What you
come
mean.
at me.
Straight pepper.
Yes, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Okay.
And you guys got any beefs going on in your life?
No, I'm beef free.
I feel like it's a beefy season.
I'm vegetarian.
A lot of beef going around.
I got beef. I got beef with this guy
Tell us.
that he looks a lot like me. He's got this beard.
Does he brush his
Used to
teeth
play
at the
music.
same time you do?
Yeah. Yeah, and he's like always there. I just look in the mirror. I can't look in the mirror anymore because I got beef with that guy who's staring at me in the mirror.
I always
Bark at him when you see him?
You bark at
Yeah, I
him?
go, "Oh," and he barks just as hard, and I go, ah, and then he
It's
gets
confusing. Confuses you?
scared. Yeah.
I always thought that'd be a dope line for a rap song of like brush my teeth in the kitchen when I can't look in the mirror.
So I can't look at myself.
Yeah, you know,
Wow.
thing. You know, it's implied that you can't look.
Yeah, I like that. That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
I get it.
You know, whatever. You know,
Alright.
not everything's a gem.
Are we rapping right now?
Yeah,
We can
I
rap.
think so.
I did this
Let's
fucking.
rap.
Let me tell you
I
a
got-
quick story though.
Okay.
What story?
I got a quick
Yeah.
20 minutes.
Quick 20-minute story.
Quick 20 minutes.
Let's hear it.
I took this. I hadn't been in acting class in like 2 years since I got my hip replaced, and
Which is something that every 30-something year old man says once in their life.
It's a coming of age thing. You turn 33, you get a new hip.
Yeah.
It's a tradition in my family. I'm the first one to do it. Anyways, I haven't been in my normal acting class. You know, I've been doing a lot of writing, obviously. But I hadn't been in an acting class or on a stage in like 2 years. And I've been wanting to go back, saying I'm going to go back, saying I'm going to go back. Because, you know, it's just like going to the gym. It's keeping those muscles strong and loose. Like, and it's just fun. And it's like a part of who I am. And so I just signed up for this master class. This guy coming into LA, you know, it's like a week-long class. I've been doing it all week. His name's Terry Knickerbocker. He's like a big celebrity.
Sounds like a character that Terry,
Yeah.
like, because we're all talking about the Knicks. Like,
Terry Knickerbocker.
he wants to, he's like, this is the version of Terry that's a Knicks fan with you guys, so I could talk about basketball.
Terry
My name's Terry Knickerbocker.
I've been calling him Mr. N-word, but he doesn't seem to like that so much. He's like, it starts with a K. I'm like, whatever, Mr. N-word, get away from me. But Terry Knickerbocker is the acting coach of Sam Rockwell, Austin Butler, Natasha Lyonne, Emmy Rossum, you know, high caliber motherfuckers. And to me, Sam Rockwell, that's as high as he gets, man.
I love him.
That's my boy. And so I was like, oh, cool. Here's something to get me going. I'll jump back in. I'll take this class. I'll get inspired. I'll meet this guy. You know, I'll find out what he's teaching Sam Rockwell. Like, what's his secret sauce? If he's Sam Rockwell's coach, like, this guy must be the tits. So I paid a lot of money. It was like $750 for 4 classes. And you only get to go up in 2 of them. And the other 2, you're just like watching and auditing, essentially. And I get a fucking scene partner who lives in another state. And so I don't get to meet with her in person. Everything has to be over Zoom. So already I'm like,
damn,
disgruntled with the experience. I feel like we're at a disadvantage, you know, like you got to create a relationship and comfort and chemistry like as fast as you can. And like, you know, seeing how the four of us have zero chemistry because this is on fucking Zoom. It's the same thing with acting. That was a joke. We got chemistry.
Yeah, we need to be like with each other, like touching each other and like.
Yeah,
feeling
imagine
each
if we
other's
could
body.
fucking touch each other during this shit.
We'll do at least one.
I want that. I want to be touched so bad. So
The
okay.
logical thing is for all three of you to come see me.
If we
Okay.
fucking get the money.
All right,
We
I'll-
start getting paid for this thing.
Well,
So
Terry's
anyways-
gonna pay. He'll pay for it. It's
Okay.
okay.
So first day of class, I think this is gonna be fucking a master class of, you know, experienced people. I'm like nervous. I want to be on my A game. I think, you know, I don't want to suck, and I want, you know, to be inspired and moved by people. And everyone fucking blows. One girl's like, I've never read a play before. He's essentially just like giving line readings and directing the fucking scenes. Like he knows his shit and he's smart, but like he's not saying anything I haven't fucking heard before. You know what I mean? So I'm wildly just like disappointed after day one. And it's a long drive, and it's like a 9-hour class on the other side of the city. It just requires a lot of time and a lot of effort. And so I get to go second day, I get to perform, right? And this chick fucking comes out like a fucking nut job or just like overhyped. And now all I can do is like react to her instead of trying to tell the story that I'm supposed to be.
She, off the bat, yeah.
Just fucking comes out screaming, and it's like it's called North of Providence, so we're both doing fucking this and fucking that. And you know, fucking broads coming in here with your voice, you know what I mean? All I did was watch fucking The Town over and over, and I was like, this is close enough. And she, you know, she just was a little gung-ho. And then, you know, we only got to do our scene fucking once, and then I had to sit there and talk to me for like 30 minutes because that's what he does. And he asked this question after every scene. He goes, "What can I do for you?" And it drives me fucking insane. I hate that question so much. Like, why did you come here to me? So naturally, I've been boiling over for 24 hours. I know this question's fucking coming, and he's like, "What can I do for you?" I was like,
"What can you do for me?"
I was like, "You can teach me what you teach Sam Rockwell." And he's like, "Well, he's like, that would take more than 2 days." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm realizing that." I was like, "But we only have 2." He's like, "Is that why you're here? Hero worship?" He's like, "Do you think somehow you're in a room with Sam Rockwell because you're here with me?" I was like, "Yeah, kind of, a little bit." And he didn't like that part either. I'm just being honest. I was like, what I'm realizing quickly is like, after 10 years, there's not a lot or anything I think you could teach me in 2 weeks. So all I really want are in 2 days. I was like, but I do want some insight. I want to know what your secret sauce is like, where do you start? What's your program? What's your, you know, your regiment with Sam Rockwell? And he's like, you know, it would take a long time. You know, he works very hard. And I was just like, yeah, I fucking figured. And then he just kind of gave me shit for my honest, completely fucking honest answer. And so I hate the class. I paid $850 to act twice and hear notes that I fucking heard. And last night there's a mixer, right? Like a party. And I got to drive all the way across town. And I told my partner, you know, the only reason is like my partner's a sweetheart. She's a very nice girl. And she spent all this time and money too. And I don't want to fucking let her down or ruin her experience, even though I've been complaining nonstop. And so I go to this fucking party, and I'm so mad. We're supposed to rehearse that day. She's supposed to come over and rehearse with me. So she's married, right? And this is the part that sucks too. We get out of class. I'm kind of just bummed about what happened. We're talking about it. And, you know, I'm not blaming her. I would never blame her. It's a 2-person thing, you know? And her husband picks her up, and I'm gonna meet the husband. I'm just like, "Hey, man," kind of pissed off, and I don't get into like a long conversation. I'm just like, "Hey, nice to meet you. Your wife's tremendous. She's such a sweetheart." Blah blah blah. And we had already agreed once before the husband came that she was going to come over to my place and we're going to rehearse for like 3 hours, like put some work in tomorrow, and then we'll go to this bullshit party. And so 2 hours later, she's like, I can't come over. I'm like, why? Why the hell not? She's like, I don't have a car. I was like, oh, so Uber. She's like, well, it's really far and it's really expensive. And I hadn't given her my address at this point. I was like, you don't even know where I live. She's like, well, we could just rehearse at the party. She's like, I don't see the difference between that and like, running it once at your house. And I was like, yeah, you do. Of course you do. What do you mean you don't understand the difference between a private, safe environment that's just the two of us in a public fucking restaurant? And I was like, and who even said you do it one time? Where did one time come from? So she just started giving me all these bullshit excuses. And so now I'm really fucking angry. She's like, or you can come here to where I am. She's staying at like a friend's place. I'm like, sure, cool, I will. I'm dedicated. I'll fucking do it. Sure enough, I don't go because I'm just so angry and I get drunk the night before and I just blow it off, right? And I call her up. I'm like, hey, I'm really sorry. She's like, I'm just going to go straight to the party. I was like, cool, I'll meet you there. And so we get there and she looks fucking amazing. She's the hottest chick in the class. All done up. She looks incredible. But it's awkward and I don't talk to her right away. And I'm just watching the Celtics game and just like chugging beer. I'm just like, I fucking hate everyone. And this is the point kind of really of like this fucking stupid notion. And I feel hypocritical because I knew it and I didn't need it. And yet it felt so good. I had like 6 people come up and they're like, oh my God, you were so much better than everybody else in the class. Your scene was the best. Like I was so impressed by your work. And by like the 5th person who comes up and says it, I'm like, okay, I can enjoy this party now. Yeah, I feel good. And I was so like upset.
Your morale is up.
Yeah, man, I didn't like how much I liked that. You know what I mean? Because I generally don't need it at this point. It's not why I'm taking the class. I'm just trying to learn some new shit.
Good. It's kind of why we do it, like you do it for a little bit of respect,
that compliments, it makes anyone feel good.
Yeah,
it makes any situation better.
I can
You're
say
not gonna
no
like
to that.
only a fucking psychopath is gonna after like all the people, 6 people who come up like you're the best actor. Like fuck this. What I come here?
They're lying to me.
Fucking beer. I'm out of here.
I know, but I just like I didn't. Because again, I don't need it, and it's not about that, and that's not why I did the class, and that's not my goal. It's not my aim. Like I love the process. I just love fucking acting. I love the preparation. I love the just talking about the potential. Oh, it could be this. It could be that. You just don't know. I love the potential, man. That's what excites me the most about anything.
Yeah.
And the doing of it is a cathartic, fucking in the moment, craft. And I love that too. It instantly my mood went from like fuck everybody, like I gotta meet some more people. What's going on? What's your name? Hey, I'm Zach.
Social butterfly.
Yeah, but I literally was like the guy sitting in the corner, like just by himself, not talking about angry, with like a dead face, just staring at the TV. To fucking.
You were given a little jolt of energy.
Yeah, and then I went back to the class today.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Left after 3 hours because I just couldn't. I can't suffer it, man. I can't. It's just like
teacher.
Like walk people through scenes, like just baby them and like literally tell them how to say every line and have an action. And I was just like, oh my God.
Yeah, when you feel like you're getting something that you already know that you're gonna get, you're not getting anything.
You fucking paid for it.
Different.
Paid so much money, and so. Friday's the last day, and I'll go up again, and I'll do the scene a second time, and he'll either be like, "Hey, this was better," and I'll be like, "Cool, man, that's great. I'm so glad you thought it was a little bit better." And I got offered a gig the other day, and I could have made $1,000 for 3 days of filming. Somebody dropped out. A friend recommended me for the lead of what they call a vertical series, which I imagine is just like gotta be a cell phone thing.
Okay.
For $1,000 for 3 days, happy to do it. But one day, Friday, and like I said, I'm committed to this girl, so I'm not going to abandon her. And so I had to say no to it. And so the whole I've been so angry all fucking week.
I would have taken the job.
Yeah. My prediction.
Can't abandon.
I think the guy's gonna at the end. He's gonna be like, "I want to teach you more." I bet that's what's gonna happen at the end. He's gonna be like, I thought you were special. I like your honesty. I want more. I'm gonna give you what you want. I have a feeling.
He better fucking adopt me, because he embarrassed me after like the Sam Rockwell, and I set myself up.
Zachy Knickerbocker,
that's your stage
He
name.
new actor on the scene.
He said some nice stuff, he's like, he's like, it doesn't look like you're acting. He's like, you're completely natural up there. He's like, nothing seems
Awesome.
forced. I was like, yeah, but then I'm not here. I know that.
Yeah.
I've heard it. I just really thought, it's my own expectations. Like I thought I was going to learn what Sam Rockwell was doing. I guess.
You thought you were going to get whatever the fucking secret is. So
Yeah.
what's the fucking secret? What don't I know? I mean,
I
because you feel frustrated.
But is there
you're gonna get the secret that's gonna get you every audition, and that's gonna immediately kill at every audition.
Just unlock Pandora's box somehow, for sure.
Yeah.
And I wanted to just be
I don't know. I think, Zach, that is the secret. I think you found the secret there, that there is a secret and that you already got it. You just got to do the work.
Yeah.
That's it.
The secret is starting a podcast with your friends. And you watch me do characters, and like I'll show you how to act.
Buddy, you've already taught me so much.
Yeah, I was gonna bring a new character to the.
Please share with us.
The character is gonna be my next door neighbor, and I was gonna be like, yeah, this is a new neighbor. He's British. He's weird. And then I was gonna leave, and then I was gonna come back. I'm gonna buzz my beard, but like have just like a goatee, and I was
gonna
come
shave
in
your beard real quick.
Yeah, and I was gonna come back with like a beanie and be like, hello.
And we could all hear the razor in the other room the whole time.
What?
Well, we could all totally hear the razor in the background.
And he's talking to himself like, gotta get this done quick. Okay, it doesn't even matter.
No, Jamie, I'm shaving. I'm doing the character.
Just come back.
Get the cat out of here. Oh shit! I shaved the cat.
Oh no! I shaved the cat and gave myself a Hitler.
I was gonna be a fucking British guy.
Was
Did somebody say
with the shit?
pedophile? All right, guys, I have to go.
Yeah, I gotta go too.
Yelling my name. This is good.
Where you going?
I gotta go.
Elvira's coming over.
Oh, I thought you told her not on Thursdays.
Well, we're going to get some pizza. We're not going to get to spend Saturday with each other, but whatever. So we're going to make up for it tonight. We're going to go get some pizza, be back in time for the Knicks game.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good time.
All right, boys. I'm going. I'm leaving. I love you.
All right.
Love you all.
Peace. Love you. I'm out.
Love
you.
Just waiting for Terry.
Bye.
Terry!
YUNKJunk!